Many people think etiquette is just about knowing which fork to use or how to dress appropriately. But the truth is, elegance is in the details, and small missteps can completely compromise your image, especially in sophisticated environments. High-class women understand that etiquette isn't just a set of formal rules. It's a way of carrying oneself with class and respect in any situation. They avoid certain mistakes that may go unnoticed by many, but make a huge difference in how they are perceived. In this video, you'll discover 8 surprising etiquette mistakes that high-class women never make. And more importantly, how to avoid them to elevate your poise and sophistication in any setting. 1. Improperly introducing people. Knowing how to introduce people correctly is a small but significant gesture that shows sophistication and social awareness. Many people make the mistake of ignoring the order of introductions or failing to provide context about the person being introduced. High-class women never let these slip-ups go unnoticed. Why is this a mistake? The way you introduce someone influences the flow of conversation and shapes the impression of those involved. If done incorrectly, it can come across as careless or even disrespectful. How to avoid it? Always introduce the person of lower social or professional status to the one of higher status. Example: Dr. Anna, this is João, my colleague. If possible, add a brief context about the person being introduced to facilitate interaction. Never overlook introductions. If you are being introduced, acknowledge it with a smile and a firm handshake. Mastering proper introductions makes your interactions more seamless and demonstrates your attention to detail. Stay tuned for the next etiquette mistakes that could be affecting your image without you even realizing it. 2. Not knowing how to handle invitations and RSVPs. High-class women understand that responding to an invitation is more than just a formality. It's a sign of respect and consideration for the host. Ignoring an RSVP or giving vague answers can be seen as impolite and may harm your social image. Why is this a mistake? The RSVP, Répondez s'il vous plaît, or please respond, helps hosts plan their event accordingly. Failing to confirm attendance or canceling at the last minute comes across as inconsiderate and disorganized. Likewise, showing up unannounced can be extremely inconvenient. How to avoid it? Always respond to formal invitations within the given deadline, even if your answer is no. If you need to cancel, inform the host as early as possible and, if appropriate, offer a polite explanation. Never bring an uninvited guest without prior notice. This is one of the biggest etiquette faux pas in sophisticated events. Handling invitations with class demonstrates your respect for the host and reinforces your refined image. Elegance isn't just about what you wear. It's about how you behave and interact with the world around you. Simple gestures, like properly responding to an invitation or making a correct introduction, make all the difference in how you are perceived. If you want to elevate your image, refine your poise, and learn the secrets that make a woman truly sophisticated, I have something special for you. Introducing From Ordinary to Extraordinary, the journey to becoming an elegant and powerful woman. A complete guide to transforming your presence, communication, and influence in any setting. Click the link in the description to learn how to become a woman who radiates class and sophistication in every situation. 3. Improperly holding and using a wine glass. At sophisticated dinners and prestigious events, the way you hold a wine glass can speak volumes about your familiarity with etiquette. High-class women know that even a small misstep can compromise the elegance of their demeanor. Why is this a mistake? Holding the glass by the bowl, the rounded part, may seem like a minor detail, but it affects the wine's temperature and leaves fingerprints on the glass, diminishing its aesthetic appeal. Additionally, swirling the wine excessively or gesturing with the glass can make you appear awkward or inexperienced. How to avoid it? Always hold the glass by the stem or base, especially when drinking white wine or champagne, as they are more temperature sensitive. When toasting, gently clink glasses without making excessive noise. In some settings, simply raising your glass in a subtle gesture is the most refined approach. Sip slowly and never empty your glass too quickly. Elegance is all about pacing. Small gestures like these reflect sophistication and demonstrate an awareness of etiquette nuances. 4. Making inappropriate requests at a restaurant. Dining in fine restaurants requires more than just choosing a dish. The way you place your order can reveal your level of sophistication. High-class women avoid mistakes that might cause discomfort or show a lack of etiquette. Why is this a mistake? Requesting excessive substitutions, completely altering a dish from the menu, or questioning ingredients in excessive detail can come across as inelegant and make the chef's and staff's jobs more difficult. Additionally, calling a waiter rudely or snapping fingers for attention is considered extremely impolite. How to avoid it? Read the menu carefully before calling the waiter, and if you have questions, ask politely. If you need a modification, request it subtly and with understanding. Would it be possible to substitute this ingredient? To get a waiter's attention, make eye contact and raise your hand slightly. Never use abrupt or attention-seeking gestures. Knowing how to conduct yourself in a fine dining setting demonstrates class and respect for both the host and the restaurant staff. 5. Improperly entering and exiting a venue. The way you enter and leave a place says a lot about your elegance and manners. High-class women master the art of making an entrance with grace and exiting with discretion, without drawing unnecessary attention. Why is this a mistake? Arriving at an event without greeting anyone or leaving without saying goodbye can seem impolite. Likewise, making an overly dramatic entrance, speaking loudly, or gesturing excessively can give off an impression of lack of refinement and self-control. How to avoid it? Upon arrival, enter with an upright posture, walk calmly, and make eye contact with those around you. Greet the host first, and if possible, introduce yourself with a subtle smile. When leaving, avoid abrupt exits. At smaller gatherings, say goodbye to the hosts and thank them for their hospitality. At larger events, it's not necessary to say farewell to everyone, but a small wave or nod to those nearby is a considerate touch. Never interrupt a conversation to announce your departure. Wait for a natural pause and leave with elegance. Small gestures like these ensure that you are remembered for your grace and good manners. Stay tuned for more essential etiquette mistakes to avoid, and elevate your sophistication effortlessly. 6. Improper use of your phone at social events. In an increasingly connected world, knowing when and how to use your phone has become a major test of elegance. High-class women understand that being fully present in the moment is a sign of respect and sophistication. Why is this a mistake? Using your phone during dinner, conversations, or social gatherings signals disinterest in those around you. Additionally, taking calls at high volume or snapping photos indiscreetly can be perceived as intrusive and inappropriate. How to avoid it? Avoid placing your phone on the table during meals. It suggests that your device is more important than the conversation. Only take calls if absolutely necessary, and always step away discreetly to do so. Avoid taking photos or recording videos of others without their consent. At formal events, it's best to enjoy the moment rather than overexposing it digitally. Striking the right balance with phone usage shows self-control and consideration for others, reinforcing your sophisticated image. 7. Excessive gesturing. While speaking, nonverbal communication is just as important as the words we choose. High-class women master their gestures and facial expressions to convey sophistication and confidence without excess. Why is this a mistake? Over-the-top movements while speaking can distract from your message, making your communication appear uncontrolled or even theatrical. Excessive gesturing may also be interpreted as nervousness or a lack of refinement. How to avoid it? Use controlled and subtle gestures. Smooth hand movements can complement your speech without becoming overwhelming. Avoid excessive physical contact while speaking. Touching people too much can invade personal space and create discomfort. Practice in front of a mirror or record yourself speaking to observe how you can refine your body language for a more poised and elegant presence. The way you express yourself physically directly influences how others perceive you. Refined communication is a balance between expressiveness and discretion. Stay tuned for the final etiquette mistake that can make or break your image of elegance. 8. Not knowing how to express gratitude properly. Gratitude is one of the pillars of elegance. High-class women never fail to acknowledge the kindness of others. but they do so in a refined and sincere manner. Knowing how to express appreciation correctly demonstrates good manners, empathy, and sophistication. Why is this a mistake? Failing to acknowledge small acts of kindness, such as a favor or an invitation, can make you seem indifferent or even arrogant. On the other hand, an overly dramatic or excessive thank you can come across as insincere. Balance is key. How to avoid it? Always express gratitude directly and sincerely. A simple, "Thank you so much, I really appreciated the invitation," is more elegant than an overly emotional speech. For special events or gifts, consider an extra gesture, such as a handwritten thank you note or a personalized message. If someone helps you in a professional or social setting, a subtle acknowledgement, such as a discreet compliment in front of others, can strengthen relationships in a sophisticated way. Refined women understand that gratitude is not just a formality, but a reflection of the class and respect they cultivate. Elegance goes far beyond clothing or social status. It is revealed in small gestures, in the way you communicate, and in how you interact with the world around you. High-class women avoid etiquette mistakes not just for the sake of protocol, but because they understand that sophistication is built on details. Now tell me, which of these mistakes have you noticed, and which one would you like to correct? Leave your comment below. Like, share,